Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, yes, 1 second, guys. I'm sharing my screen. All right. So I have already uploaded interview questions along with answers. I got you saw them, right? Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So today we are only left over with what we call ER diagrams, right? And as you said, if you have any doubts also, you can ask me. So do you want me to start ER diagrams first, or will you ask doubts first?
ER diagrams, ma'am.
Okay, great. 1 second then. All right. So ER diagrams. ER diagrams is, if you want me to tell the full form, that is called as entity relationship diagram, as many of you know. Basically, whenever working in any of the projects, so whenever we started working in a new project or in a new company, so to understand about our project data, like how many tables are there in that project, like we saw Maven Movies database, right? Immediately after, in the same way, I said in companies also you will get that kind of script, correct? So you need to understand what tables are there in that and what kind of data is there, how tables are related with each other, everything, correct? So basically, how many in every table, what are all the columns we have, how those columns are related to each other, related to each other columns, and all the columns how they are related to other tables. All those kinds of information we can understand easily by using or with the help of the ER diagrams. Basically, to make it short, I can say, in which tables we are having primary keys, foreign keys, and how tables are related with each other, every other things we can observe everything very detailedly in ER diagrams. Okay, that is about a small introduction, I can say. So if you are from you know IT background in the first, if you are from CSC, we have a concepts also on this. There you know that what is called as entity, or else entity in the sense it's nothing but a table name. Okay, for example, in Maven Movies we are having many tables, right? Actor award, this table, entity is called as a table name. Okay, and what are all the columns we have, that is called as, let me write it here and then I will show you how we will go open that or access that yeah, diagrams, and I will explain each and every points over there. Okay, entity in the sense a table name, and column names. In the actor table we will have column names, right? We will call it as technically attributes. Okay, column names. So here ER diagrams in the sense entity relationship diagrams, how attributes are related to the entity, how all the columns are related to each and every table. To understand that, we will use a relationship, will as for each and every table there will be a relationship, correct? Maybe foreign key relationship of like that. So how the tables are related, to understand that we will use a concept called as diagrams. Okay, now how to access that, let me show you. Here in a I guess you can see my screen. Yes, so here we have something called as database in menu bar, correct? We need to click on database, and there is we will have reverse engineer option here. We need to click on it. Okay, then immediately it will show basically local instance, everything in real time. Also it will just show us the server name, host name, your username and password, everything kind of that, basically this port number, user number, everything it will show you automatically. Nothing to do here. We'll just click on next. Here also next. Here we can able to see the list of databases available in my SQL server. But basically in real time we'll work with only one database, right? So it's I think no need of, we cannot able to see so much list there. But here as we are having so many databases, it is displaying that. So let me select Maven movies. Let's see on that data only. I selected it. I clicked on next. Next. Here it is showing every details like tables, views, like that. For now let's try to see only the tables, then you won't get confused. I'm unchecking everything and I'm clicking on execute button.
Ma'am, please repeat the steps now. How did you get into this page?
Sure, I'll do that once again. I'm closing this. See here menu bar is there, right? In it we have database. Okay, in the database we will have an option called as reverse
Reverse
engineer.
engineer.
Okay, we need to click on that reverse engineer, and everything, no need of changing any settings, just we need to click on next, next, finish, that's it.
Okay.
Next. Next. Here it will show you, it will show us the all the schemas what we have, or all the databases what we have.
You
I'm
need to choose
selecting
one
Maven
database,
movies
right?
on database only. Okay, basically in real time we don't have all the databases, right? For one we will work for the client, and its own database only we can able to see there. So I'm choosing Maven movies here because we have many tables in it, right? So we can understand. I'm clicking on next. Next. Here it is if I'm click on execute, it will show me all the things like triggers and everything, to just make you it is again mostly on tables and columns only, everything will be there. I'm just unchecking these boxes. If you want, you can observe what is this also. First, to you need to get clarity how tables and columns and all the prime, all the keys we have, how they are related. So I'm just checking this box and I'm showing you. Okay, click on no need of unchecking these boxes. You can, if you want, you can observe each and everything's like triggers and all, everything you can see. Okay, I'm just unchecking just so that you can, I can able to explain you clearly more about all the relationships or all the keys, how they are involved, how they are related to the tables, like that. Okay, so now I'm clicking on execute. That's it. I'm clicking on next, finish. Okay, so directly here, previously we were on the local instance, right? Now one something called as ERR diagram will be displayed, and this is the diagram. Okay, we can even minimize it, maximize it. We can move like this. This is a now my pointer is selected. We can even select this model so that we can access easily like this. We can move it here and there, and we can observe. Okay, you can, you know that how many tables are there in Maven movies, correct? Here it is showing each and every table, and if you observe, there are many symbols over there, correct? First film table, like that, film category table. If I'm just keeping, if I'm moving cursor here and there, it is showing me the relationships between them also, correct? Investor table, payment table, category table, like that, all the tables list and how they are connected, it is showing here. Okay, from here only, first of all, before starting working also, we can just open the R diagram and we will try to understand how many tables are there, how many columns are there, and what it is, how they are connected basically. Okay, let me explain you each and every symbols over here, then you can understand very easily whenever you see any ER diagram. Okay, so for you making you understand, let me, maybe we worked with film table, film category table very much, right? And various actor table is here. One second, guys.
Hello.
Yes, please. Okay, now let's observe. We are having film table here and we are having film category here, correct? So what is, we have each and sorry, each and every table we are having so many symbols here. What is each symbol indicating? In the sense, you can see we have yellow color key symbol here, right? Can you able to see or not? I don't know. Later also, please observe clearly. I cannot zoom this. We are so that's the reason. Here, one symbol is there, something called as L. It is looking like yellow color keys. Okay, that indicates this is the primary key in that table. Okay, like we know film ID is a primary key in film table, advisor ID in advisor table, film I like rental ID in rental table, like that. So whenever we see, whenever first we are starting working in any project, we can observe like this. So by seeing like this, we can understand what is the primary key basically. So I'm repeating, yellow color key indicates primary key. Okay, next we will have two symbols to understand about foreign key, because I already said whenever I'm explaining normalizations that we will have two, I mean, we can create foreign keys in a two different ways, right? Either how we created for the first time, I just created a table, and something like first we created course details table, then we created a students table, and in that table only we, you know, we declared a foreign key, right? One is that way, correct? And the another way is, you saw whenever I'm discussing normalizations, what we can do, instead of defining the foreign key in that particular table, at the end I took a special table called as relationships, and I stored all my primary keys over there, and I defined a relationship for that, correct? Am I right?
Not
Basically we
getting
can
you.
see there are two ways of creating the foreign keys. Okay, the first way is that how we created in the starting, like how we created, let me show you.
Foreign key column name references to table name.
References. So at that time, what we did basically, whenever I'm creating my first, I created course details table, and then I created a students table. In the students table only, then only I declared student ID as primary key. In the whenever I am declaring initially for the first time, in that table only I declared course ID as a foreign key. Right, in the students table, I used course ID table and I declared a foreign key. That means in course details table, I have a course ID that is a primary key. In students details table, course ID is a foreign key and student ID is a primary key. We know that, correct?
Yeah.
I just use the references keyword and we created a foreign key over there. This is one method. Okay. Another method is that suppose I will have course details table in one table, course details in one table, students details in another table, in which I will have student ID, student name. Okay, like that. Here course ID, course name, like that. Suppose if I included one more column here as course ID, and if I create a relationship, that will be our first method. Okay, instead of that, if I don't add any column here, and if I create a separate table here to show the relationship between course and students, and I will say, and once again I will store only the primary keys, that is course ID, student ID, and I will give the references to this table. That means if I am creating foreign key in a separate table altogether, this is also one method. I explain this method whenever I'm discussing normalizations. At the end, in the last rule, I created one separate table called as relationships, and I stored all my primary key columns over there. I said that will act as a foreign key. Okay, any method we can use here. Just in the one table itself, I'm creating a foreign key, or else I will create a separate table called as relationships to define a foreign key. Two methods we can use, anything is fine. Okay, got my point? Here what I did in students table, I will already declare my student ID and course and student name. In course details table, course ID and course name. Again, I will create one more table, like, relationships table, and I will just store course ID and student ID, only primary keys in this table. And I will give the reference that I will say this is student ID is acting as a foreign key. This is referring from this table. I'm referring this data from this table. Okay, so basically we have two methods. I hope you understood. If we use any method also okay, but here in ER diagrams for this method, if we create a foreign key by using this method, there will be one symbol. If we create a foreign key in this method, there will be another symbol, just to understand. Okay, first of all, did you got my point what I said?
Yes, yes, Divya.
Okay, great. So first, in the first method, whenever we are creating the foreign key, we created course ID in the students table itself, and we refer to the we normally created for foreign key, right? That is the first method. And imagine that creating relations table is the second method. Okay, now I'll show you the symbols. So here we have many symbols, right? Each and every symbol, actually I had a picture, I didn't got time to found that. I will see tonight in some mail. I will have that. I didn't find it in my mobile or my laptop. I'll check with that image and I will upload it by tomorrow. In that image, it will be neatly described that each key is defining what. If you can able to see that picture, you can able to understand the complete thing very clearly. Okay, and you can save that for your reference. Where it will be useful, right? This key, first of all, yellow key is indicating a primary key, as I said. And next, you can see many keys are there, like, some rhombus shapes are there. This rhombus shape, right? In this rhombus shape, we can able to see some blue color is filled. Correct. Next, we are having a normal rhombus shape but empty one, it is not filled with blue color. So there is a difference between those two things. What that means, in the sense, the rhombus key filled with the blue thing indicates that it is a not null attribute. That means here you can see in the film table, title is there. For title, they given this symbol. That means for every table, I mean for every film, there should be a title for sure. I should not keep this column as empty. That means by default, whenever someone created this film table, they, while how we will give primary key for film ID, they gave a not null for title. Okay, this indicates it is not null. That means it should not be null for all the data. That, I mean, for all the columns, for all the rows, that the data should be there. We know, right? For title, obviously there should not be any null values. Correct. So that is the thing to understand. And if it is a empty rhombus box, it indicates that it can be a null value. Okay, guys, can you able to understand?
Yes, Divya.
So if it is in a rhombus, if you can able to see some blue color filled thing, that means it they are declared not null on this column. The values should not be null here. In description column, if it is empty, I mean, if anywhere, if we can see empty, here also address 2 is empty, because in the address column, address 2 is an optional thing. If we have two lines of addresses, then only we will write, or else we can leave it as null, right? So if we leave it as null also, this table will accept it, won't throw errors. For such columns, they will leave like this. If for some columns, whenever they feel there should not be not null, that columns, they will, however we will give primary key keyword after writing the column name, they will just give not null keyword over there. That's it. For that columns, the symbol will be like this, and it should not be null values. Okay, we are done with three symbols here, right? Release here also, you can see it can, we can have null values here. Again, if you see, we have a red color rhombus here, which is filled with something. Correct. That is what I'm talking about. That is again a foreign key. Okay, that is again a foreign key. Actually, I need to say where is another foreign key. Give me a second. First of all, we can see here something called as a red color keys, right? Yellow color keys indicates a primary key. Okay. Red color keys indicates a foreign key. Okay. But whenever you see a red color icon, you need to understand that is a foreign key, but it is acting as a primary key in some other tables. Suppose I have film ID here, I'm having a red color key. Film ID is a foreign key in film category table, but it is a primary key in film table, right? Film ID. Correct? Here, category ID is a foreign key here, but again, it is a foreign it is a primary key in category table. Correct? Whenever you see red color icon, you need to understand that is a foreign key first of all, but it is acting as a primary key in some other table. Clear?
Yes, Divya.
Okay. Now
Ma'am, how is this helpful in real time scenarios? I mean, where exactly
you need
we.
to like this only. So how I did first, whenever we're starting, I gave you Maven Movies database, right? Being a SQL developers, we will get the database like that. We need to start working on it. So before started working on it, if you want, you can check ER diagrams and you can understand, okay, in which table there is a primary key, there in which table there is a foreign key, like that. Or else even in the starting, we didn't saw ER diagrams, we just started exploring everything, right? Like that. It's up to you. But if you want to check each and everything, you can come and check everything detailing in the ER diagrams. That's it.
Ma'am, what is the symbol of foreign key you told now?
This red color key symbol, wherever you see,
Okay.
it indicates a foreign key, and again it will indicates that is a primary key in some other tables. Okay. And let me tell you one more point here. So where it is? Yeah, here it is. Inventory ID, right? You can see red color symbol filled with something. So that is again inventory ID is a foreign key in this table. Okay. But it is a null value. Okay. Like that it will be. See, first, if you see a rhombus symbol with blue color filled, that means it should not be null value, right? I said previously, if it is a empty box, empty rhombus, it can be null. If it is a filled if it is a rhombus filled with blue color, it should not be null. Again, if it is a red color rhombus filled with something, it indicates it is a foreign key in this table, but uh, what we call it should not be null. Okay. If it is filled only, it should not be null, right? Here in title, let me write it somewhere, or else if it is, one second, I'll write it here, then only you can understand. This yellow color key, wherever you see, this one is a primary key. Okay. And don't worry guys, by tomorrow I'll send you that picture where it will, in that picture it was there a detailed explanation of each and every color. I thought to show you in that in the class only, but I was unable to find it. But somehow I will try to get it. I remember that it is in my mail. I'll check and I'll forward it to you. Okay. So this is a primary key, yellow color key. Okay. And we have another symbol like rhombus. We are having some symbols. If it is filled with blue color like title, it indicates that they defined not null on this column. That means this primary key that with blue color, filled with blue color, it is a not null thing. Okay. It should not be null. Definitely we should enter some data over there. Okay. One more rhombus is there here, like description, it is an empty rhombus. That indicates it is a null normal attribute. They didn't they won't what we call declare anything on that. It can be null also. Like you can see postal code, you can see return date, because for every row there won't be return date, right? For every transactions we won't return it, something like that. And some in again in some other data we saw, what was that, address column 2, that is also null, it can be null like that. Okay, and next we're having one more rhombus. Okay, just imagine this is a rhombus, something like this, and it is filled with red color. Okay, and we are having one more symbol, key symbol, red color key symbol. Okay, this both are foreign keys only. Red color key symbol you can see in film id. Red color key symbol is also a foreign key, but it is defining that this is a foreign key in film category table, but this is acting as a primary key in another table, maybe film table. Okay, whenever you see red color primary key, red color key symbol, you need to understand that is a primary key, sorry, that is a foreign key in this table, but that is a primary key in another table. Got my point? Red color primary key indicates that is a foreign key, but again it is acting as a primary key in some other table. Okay, and if we like this language id is there, right? This thing you see that red color filled with diamond red color filled, that is again a foreign key in film table only, but it can be null. Okay, foreign key but it can be null. It is acting as a foreign key. It is combining with language table. Somewhere language table will be there. In that language table we will have a for language id as a primary key, but here this language id is a foreign key in film table, but it can be null. I can leave null values also over here. That is the thing here. Did you got my point? Just if you can able to understand what is each symbol is indicating something, what is that it is indicating, you can understand everything here. So I'll just share the picture in which every symbol it will be there, the detailed description, like what is that symbol indicates. You can please check that along with this diagram and try to understand. You will get the clear picture. Again, whatever I said just now, that only will be there in that picture. Okay, I hope it is clear. Yellow color symbol in the sense primary key, red color key in the sense primary key and foreign key. Primary key in this table for, I mean, sorry guys, red color symbol in the sense foreign key. Basically, this is a foreign key in film category, but this is acting as a primary key in some other table. Okay, and blue color rhombus filled with, rhombus filled with blue color in the sense that is a not null column. Normal rhombus, it is not filled with anything, that can be a null. Okay, and last thing, one more we have, that is a red color rhombus filled with red color, rhombus filled with red color, that is a foreign key but it can be null. Okay,
Got it, Divya.
great. So that is the symbols over here. By seeing that, you can understand what is this indicating. And even you can just, if you can keep the symbols like this, it is showing the relationship also. See, if I'm just keeping the cursor, it is showing film ID, film ID. That means film ID is primary key here, film ID is foreign key here. Like that, you can just check on yourself. You can understand whenever you're keeping cursor, it will show detailedly where it is linking. You can see here address table, it is I cannot keep my move my cursor, just try to observe. In customer table we have address id, here again it is pointing to the address id in address table, right? Like that, everywhere it will show how it is relating to the other table. Somewhere it is there again, like this. Here also we are having address id, that is what it is displaying. It is connecting to the address table address id. Like that, you can explore on your own. Okay, I hope your diagrams is clear for everyone.
Divya, all this done by data engineers only, right?
Yes, data engineers only, but again we have tools for this actually. So they will just try to, first they will decide on which table, which column, which particular key we should there, like for what column primary key, what column foreign key, what column not null, that will be decided within the team, not a single person. A team will decide everything. They will discuss within themselves, they will decide. Again, there is some applications, some tools where directly you can able to see this thing there. There they will just enter the values, no need of creating everything. They will enter that particular values over there for, we will have so many options in that tool. It detail, if we enter, if they enter some data, it will, we can able to edit there, like that. There is some applications over there. You can find it in Google as well. Just we'll give the table names over there, column names over there, and immediately we will just select what symbol, what we want to do. Like, for rental ID, if it is primary key, we will just select, we'll check the primary key option. There is with there, they will directly check the boxes, that's it. Immediately, by using that, once we click on that final finish or execute button, they can able to see this kind of thing. The figure will be created automatically.
While making denormalized data into normalized data. Correct, right?
Correct. The same concept at the end, they will, once they finish the last step, they will convert this into the ER diagrams, and they will, the database will be created. Particularly that database along with the tables and along with this ER diagrams will be sent to SQL developers.
Okay.
Okay, so I think
Divya, did you upload all the videos, Divya? Did you miss any
yes,
video?
all the videos.
Okay.
No, not a single video is also missed. Every video is uploaded. All the notes also uploaded very detailing. You can check. Okay, no problem. No worries at all.
Okay. And how can we contact you further if anything? Through an
Contact me in the sense, actually in this institute, I am not supposed to keep in touch with the students directly. That's the reason they won't create WhatsApp groups also. So if you want to reach me, you can reach me through them only.
Okay, and you already said that once you finish this, training session, you're going to log off from the Telegram itself because of
Yeah,
an.
yeah. Because you also seeing how many ads are there in it. In other groups, for other groups, I didn't even have. We are not having Telegram groups also. I mean, I basically, whoever in whatever batch
Ma'am, these
students are, we
ads
will
are
create.
because of this Durgasoft guy. Just remove that guy, from that group.
How can I remove them? It's their group, no?
No,
It is
that's
there.
specifically
It
for
is
the
a, yeah,
sequel and all,
yeah.
right?
I know, but it is a kind of promotion. I cannot ask them to remove. Basically, they also, after finishing the batch, they only remove that. They only, what we call, delete that group basically.
No, they don't do that, ma'am.
I think so.
They,
I don't know. After the
yeah, I'll
last
reply
class,
to that group, and I mean, it's
mhm.
no issues. I'll reply to that group. I'll ask that guy to remove.
Okay, but okay. Anyways, what I personally do at the end of the batch, I will only leave that group. I don't bother basically, because in a daily basis, in monthly, I will have 3 4 batches. In every groups I cannot maintain, right, guys? I hope every one of you have my mail ID. If you want, if you have any doubts, you can just reach out to that. I'm not supposed to tell like this also, but I hope you understand. Okay,
Mm.
I shared you notes, right?
Yes, Divya.
Yeah, so okay. And did I missed out anything in ER diagrams? I guess. One more thing, indexes. You can see indexes here, correct? For each and every table, wherever we have primary keys, we can able to see index will be created automatically. But for almost for every table, we are having primary keys here. You can able to see index also here. If I double click it, it will show me this kind of box where you can see where it is explaining everything detailing. Let me choose any another box, another table. It is will be easy for you. Film ID. Okay. So it is showing is, film ID is yellow color. It is a primary key. Obviously primary key in the sense not null also. Like that, it is showing title. Title is not null as I said. From here also you can see everything. Description, no boxes checking. It can be null, like that. It is there. Okay. So in MySQL, as I said, by default indexes will be created here, right? I mean, whenever we create a primary key, clustered index will create. If we want a index on any another columns, we can create a non-cluster index over there. So basically this is about the thing you can find here. From here also you can find. See, in this table, I selected film table, right? Here you can see the tabs, indexes I'm having. By default, there is a primary. That means this is a clustered index, and remaining remaining columns. Title also we created one index, foreign key language, original language. This three columns also we are having indexes that are non-clustered index, right? Here also it will show each and everything very detailedly. You can observe if you need. Okay, I think that's it about yeah, diagrams. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Sweta didn't came today. She asked me some question. She keeps on asking me some questions, but she won't be available when I wanted to answer. She asked me about absurd kind of thing, right? Sweta, you might see this video. That's the reason I'm just trying to explain this, and it will be useful for each and every person here. So she asked something called as absurd command, but she said that is a command, that is not a command, that is a operation, it seems. I know we will use insert and update together in one table, but I don't know that is called as absurd operation. That is the first time I'm hearing this thing. But I know we will use insert and update command together in SQL statement. Okay, so let me, I think you can see my screen. Yeah. So she asked me about some absurd command. That is nothing but update plus insert. She also mentioned that, but that is not a command, that is an operation. Whenever we use update and insert two commands inside one SQL statement, that is called as absurd operation, it seems. So here, for making you understand, I just created one table, employee one table. I gave some values. Let me just display that. I think the database. Guys, if you have any other questions also, you can ask me. I will just finish this very quickly.
Ma'am, I have one question to show.
Yes,
I
please.
share one of my screen.
Do you want to share your screen?
Yes, ma'am, I want to ask. Actually, ma'am, this question was asked me in an interview, so I wanted to just like how to proceed this question.
Oh, okay. Just give me a second, okay? We have time, no? In just 2 minutes, I'll explain this and I'll finish this and then I'll come to you. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
As I already on my page. So I just created some table. We have some data. We know how to create it and how to delete it. I'm just displaying the data. Select start from employees one. I have three columns. See, we know whenever we want to update some data inside the employees table, we know how to do that by using update column along with the where clause, right? Right, guys? I'll just simply Yeah, I'll just simply say update command, and wherever I want to update, I will say where employee ID is equals to 1. Suppose if I want to change 50,000, I'll say update this column salaries. I mean, update table name, set salary is equals to 55,000, where employee ID is equals to 1. Basically, we will use update command and where clause together. The same thing, if we are not using where clause, if we are using insert command and update command together also, we can do that. Okay, this is nothing but another way of updating the data. But again, if we can use where clause, right? That is only a simple way as per my it's my opinion. But again, the second way is that we can use insert command and update command together to update any values. I wrote the syntax here. Here what I am doing, here I'm having one row with a 50,000 salary. If I want to make it as 55,000, simply we can use update and where clause. But again, if we want to if we want to use insert and if we want to use update, we can write like this: insert into table name. We need to write all the column names here, and we need to mention values here. Usually we will use insert command to insert any another row. If I want to insert fourth row here, I will write like this, right? But here again I'm using insert to update. That is the reason. First of all, it will as we I already declared primary key also on in this table. I declared primary key. So if I try to insert once again, it will throw me error, right? Because it will become a duplicate data. one will become duplicate data. If I suppose, if I executed up to here, it will throw me error because one is already there. I already declared a primary key on this thing, so I'm not supposed to enter once again. So for that reason, as I want to update by using insert command, we will use this line on duplicate key update. On in the sense condition, I'm saying duplicate key update in the sense, don't consider this as a duplicate key. I'm just updating the existing row. Okay, I'm saying to SQL that don't insert or don't think that I'm inserting a separate row. I'm just, it is not, it is not a duplicate. I'm going to update on the already existing thing. To make that understand, to make SQL understand that, we will use this thing on duplicate key update. Then we will enter the values like this. Already we should, will give the values like this, right? And here we used update command on duplicate key update. From here we need to give for each and every name is equals to values of name. Values of names in the sense, it will take from this department, values of department. This one it will take values of salary. It will take, I mean basically values means this one, right? It will go to this values, it will take department, like that it will insert. Here we are just doing updating. Here I just changed the salary. Previously I was 50,000, I having 50,000 in this data. Now I'm making 55,000. It will automatically update. If you want, I can show you. Let me, my salary is 50,000 now. I'm executing this one. Okay, now it got inserted actually, but as we are using this thing on duplicate key, it will show like this thing. Okay, now once again I'm executing the select command. My salary got 55,000. It got updated actually. Like this also we can do, but as we already have where clause, no need of using this thing, I believe. But this is another way of using insert command and update command together to update some values in the already existing table. That is called as upsert operation, it seems. I don't know this word so far. I know we will write like this, but I don't know that word. That is called as upsert. Where is that? I wrote it somewhere. Upsert, insert plus update, update plus insert, it seems. That is not a command actually, it is called as operation, it seems. Okay, I hope it is clear.
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
All right, so yes Pritesh, I'm just one second. Now you can share your screen.
Okay. Visible?
uh Share once again. Yeah, now it is visible.
I mean, this they have given me this table,
Okay,
and they wanted me to convert me like this.
product ID, product 1 P2 salary.
They just changed this like Q1 here and P1 here and
Q4.
multiplied all those things.
Is this something like a cross join? What they did? Q1 salary, Q1 salary 3 times, 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
Yes.
Next Q2 salary 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Each and everything 4 times we got, and Q200. 1 second. In P1 we got 100, P200. Is this a cross join output? 200 we got in Q1 salary. In cross join, basically we will multiply each table with, I mean each column with all the other rows, right?
Yes, I'm Cartesian product.
Is that the same output, or else 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I told the same. Like the interviewer
13,
did
14,
not
15, 16.
like
4 cross 4, 16 only, no? We can able to, if I can see immediately, I am also getting this is a cross join output. But what did they say? Is that wrong? What is the
the interviewer
insight?
said like using case statement like we can do. I don't know.
Yeah,
And also
case
read.
statement, if we use case also we can do, but in case what we will do in the sense, we will just write something like, if you are if you are from programming language, will have if else kind of thing, right? Like that we will use case also. Inside case we will write if else kind of thing. Let me show you. uh
Can you take the screenshot of this one?
Screenshot. Okay, I took. I really cannot show you on this output now itself,
No
to be
problem. No
frank,
problem.
but I will explain what case is, what we can do inside the case.
Okay.
As you are saying, this is on the case concept. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. See, basically what we will do in case in the sense, if we want to update something, for example, I will give you a small example to make you understand. Again, employees example only. What we can call. Alter table name. What I did here. Add column bonus. Okay, we need to give the integer, right? Okay. See, basically, what is a case in the sense, we can write any kind of conditions inside the case. Okay. For example, if I am having empty column here, correct? Bonus. If I want to enter each and every data here, we can write. If suppose the data is common, I can directly use the update command. But can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
So if the data is common, we solve this again in the previous classes only. At that time, what I said, we need to use where clause. If I whenever we use where clause, we will if I want to add any data or update any data, we will use where clause inside the update command. Okay. And inside the update command, if we are having that, if the bonus is of 10% of the salary, without where clause, we will give the exact logic over there. By you doing that also, we can update. But now imagine, in this bonus column, I want some different values in each and every row. Okay, like in the first row I want some value, in second row I want some value, third row I want some value, fourth row I want some value. So at that time, what we need to do, we need to give manually condition or manually values in each and every row. Like I need to say, update this bonus column where id is equals to 1. But whenever we are giving multiple updates like that, what we will do, we will use case condition, and inside case conditions we will write multiple where clauses. Okay, let me write it quickly, just give me a second. I guess I had one picture also about this, just give me a second. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, please.
just delete that column word no, from that line number 3.
What I need to delete? Where it
Just
is?
delete the column word and run once again.
This add column thing?
Yeah. Just delete that, then
Okay.
run. Okay.
Okay.
No, without writing column also it should work, right? Because the error is different. Error is showing duplicate column name bonus.
No duplicate column name bonus it is saying.
Yeah, just delete that column. Yeah. Just delete that column word. No, no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it will work out.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, you're welcome. See here what we will do basically inside update. I'm just trying to explain the how we will work with case, okay? And that question, whatever you asked, you said by using case we can do that, right? So how case will work in the sense, suppose if I want to update this table name, employees, okay? I'll write a set bonus, right? And we are having 4 columns, okay? So set bonus is equals to, here instead of writing any value we need to write case, okay? We need to write case, and what we need to write here or else we can write, once again I will write bonus, and then what I will write in the sense at the bottom I will use when, and I will use each and everything here. Suppose when id is equals to, it's not this, id is equals to 1, then I will say then I need to update anything over there, like maybe the bonus number 2400, like this. When id is equals to 2, then basically when we are in what, in I mean case is something whenever we are giving multiple values we can use case. In the same way maybe he expected to write the maximum case syntax, and inside it you need to write when id is equals to something, like in whatever. Let me open the screenshot. I took the screenshot of yours, just a second. Q1 salary is one column, product id P1. So basically by using case columns, we need to write all the conditions, how many conditions we want, however we want to insert the data. Like that, we need to write like this. Multiple conditions, whenever we are writing in one SQL statement, we need to use case. And this just what it will do, instead of writing where bonus is, I'm not mentioning this bonus column again and again here. It will just reduce the code, that's it. Or else what I need to do, where id is equals to 1 then bonus is equals to, like that, right? I'm not using bonus again and again. Of course we will use set bonus is equals to here. This is about the update command, but something whenever we will use where clause, where what we will do, where id is equals to, or else every time we will use that conditions, correct? Instead of writing again where id is equals to condition 2, right? like that, where id is equals to condition 3. Every time, instead of using the column names and column names, we will use a case before that, and we will say case column name while id is equals to 1, then 2400, then 3200. Randomly we can give like this. Case will make sure to operate row wise. Whatever condition we will give, that condition to that particular value, it will update. We are not using where clause here. If we use case, we will need to use when, then. Like that it will work. Okay, the basic idea I'm giving. I'm not giving the exact solution for your question. As you said, yeah, they said you can do that by using the case concept. If the case, we will write like this, something like this, if it is the thing. Got my point?
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
Okay. So any other question, guys? We are almost done with the time. If you don't have any questions, I'll end the session. I have another batch. But as this is our as this is our last class, all the best, guys, everyone. Do well in your careers. And please keep practicing SQL wherever you go. That will help you. And you will have access of our videos and notes till 6 months. Please download all the notes in your files. And for videos, it is only for 6 months. Keep practicing. Okay. And you already, yeah, I already said I have my own YouTube channel. If you want, you can follow that. Okay. And yes, that's it from me.
Then if you have more interview questions, you can send it to us like email.
I need to list it out, Pritesh. Seriously, I have only this thing which is already ready for me. So I really can't promise you. If I get some time, I'll try to upload in that same file. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that's it, guys. If everything is fine, let's end the session now. Good luck.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Yeah. All right. Bye bye. Take care.